Today we're going to commission 15 young cadets into the Army as second lieutenants. There's a lot of things to be proud for these cadets. I think for most of them, the fact that they've dedicated a couple years of their time here on campus to learn about the Army, to learn about the Army profession, and dedicate their careers in the future to serve not only the U.S. Army but our nation. Even with all that's going on in the world, the chaos that's happening, we still have young men and women who are willing and volunteering to continue to serve our nation in this capacity. Very few serve our nation as commissioned officers, and today we'll get to commission 15 of the newest lieutenants into the Army.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Major General Richard Thomas, Director of Defense Health Agency Healthcare Operations Director, back to West Virginia University.
Thank you very much, Colonel Clark. And as I look at this audience, I did have a little bit of flashback. I was realizing on the way in that I was actually commissioned in this very room more than 30 years ago. So as one of the cadets pointed out, you're now old. I got you. I understand that. The setting this morning reminds me of how closely our mountaineer heritage is tied to not only our military, West Virginia's great history of service to the nation. Each year, when you look at the stats, West Virginians always lead the nation in percentage of folks that join the military. That hasn't changed. So a high number of veterans in this state continue to serve. To the graduates, soon to be Army lieutenants, it's a privilege to congratulate you on your accomplishments and your future service.
I'm extremely honored and proud to be a second lieutenant in the United States Army and to be able to serve the people of the United States and the United States Army. I'll go to my next officer leader course, and then in February I will leave from there and I will be stationed at Fort Wainwright, Alaska in the 65th DoD company. I have a strong military heritage in my family. My brother is also in the Army. It was just something I always wanted to do. I enlisted and then I wanted to do more, so I became an officer. I wanted a job that I would be challenged in and able to fully help people in the military. I mean, I think that's an important job and one that saves the lives of American service members. So I'm just proud to be a part of that organization.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
The average cumulative GPA of these cadets is about a 3.4. They are all extremely dedicated. They show leadership in everything that they've done, and they're ready to serve on active duty.
It's an honor and absolute pleasure to come here to speak to you today. You know, 29 years ago, and they were very short years, believe me, I had the opportunity to follow in my father's and my grandfather's footsteps and receive a commission in the U.S. Armed Forces, as the men and women here are about to do. Most importantly, I was afforded the honor and the privilege of receiving that commission and serving in the world's finest Air Force in human history. I'd like to begin today first and foremost by recognizing the parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, siblings, mentors, friends, and loved ones. Those of us here today and those who have passed or are unable to attend but are here in spirit. I want to thank you all. Thank you for inspiring these young men and women not just to achieve their dreams, but to become part of something much larger than themselves.
In this past semester, at the beginning of this semester, my grandmother passed away. And just being able to be up here just means the world to me. I want to thank my family because they've gone through so much to get me where I am today.
I've been appointed to the acquisition squadron in San Antonio, Texas is where I'll be stationed. Well, I've had every branch of the military in my family, so they've really pushed me. My dad's a construction worker, so that's where I got the civil engineering, and just finding out that I can do what I love as an engineering in the military, it sealed the deal for me. From the day I said I was going to do ROTC. Every time I came home, he asked me, "Do I have to salute you yet?" And I said, "Oh, not yet." So it really meant the world to me that he was here to be able to salute me, have my first salute.